All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Onto this life furnace for the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Yeah, I'm going to read the scripture. I'm going to go into scriptures first. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. And what curses are those? The curses of Deuteronomy 28th chapter 15 on down. I'm thinking of Jeremiah 17:4. Obviously Daniel 9:12. And so forth. Many things that has taken place on Israel, which are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord promised to put it upon our enemies. Real quick, before I get to the show. Micah. No, actually, before I go there, let me get this real quick. Hagar 1:6. So you have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. You clothe you, but there's no warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag full of holes. Micah 2:10. It says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it's polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Now I'm gonna get the video and let the man speak. I'm gonna skip through some things. So, and this is from they used to call them the economists. I believe they used to call it. Yeah, economic economists. Right. Title is Retirement Has Become a Financial Nightmare, and everyone is starting to panic.
A lot of people, and honestly, it's not hard to see why everyone.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm just using this for educational purposes.
Is frustrated about it. You work your entire life. You get to the end and realize there's simply just not enough. Let's take a look at what people are saying.
Okay. After working all their lives, many adults now are finding themselves in a very bad way and not being able to pay for long-term care and health care and keep a roof over their head and food on the table and bills to pay and not enough money for all this. So what is the answer? We talked about it in another short before. I'm making a longer video on YouTube, Nursing Home Insider, for you to come check it.
Vacation homes. We're talking about basics. We're talking about healthcare, food, keeping a roof over your head. And one of the comments really stuck with me. We would be homeless and starve without Social Security. That's the reality for millions of people right now. And then you see this other comment. I will off myself when it gets too bad. We worked 55 years between my husband and I. I mean, that breaks my heart. 55 years of work between two people, and there's still one bad month away from losing everything.
Could you explain this to me? Why? At 54 years old, and my husband's almost 60, our whole entire life, well, not entire life, but you know what I mean, our adult life, we have worked hard. We have raised two beautiful kids. We've paid our bills. We've paid our taxes. We are nowhere in life. We still live paycheck to paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. Our retirement, little, very, 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 very little. Where did we go wrong? We're good. Blessings for that. Good family life. You know, we didn't do extravagant things in our life. Still struggling paycheck to paycheck.
Paid their taxes, they paid their bills, and they're still paycheck to paycheck with almost nothing saved. And of course, someone in the comments says, You have to start saving for retirement in your 20s and 30s and don't touch it. And yeah, that's technically true, but it also kind of misses the point, doesn't it? Because when you're barely covering rent and groceries, where's that extra money supposed to come from? It's not always about bad choices. Sometimes the math just doesn't work.
I'm Gen X.
And this is one of my favorites. Check what he says.
I realized a long time ago that there was going to be no retirement for me. So what I did was sold all the things that I had, cashed in my retirement, and purchased some land out here in Tennessee to live on. And now what I have to do is pay for permission to live on this land, buy permits, and I also have to pay taxes every year, whatever amount they decide, forever, in this land of the free.
So, in case you ever noticed what he said, he bought the land and he still has to pay taxes. And the taxes that he's paying, it's however they feel like it. In other words, you're not free. So the same curses that fell upon us Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is starting to fall on these people. When I mean these people, I mean the people that call themselves Americans. They start to realize that they've been duped, that they've been lied to. Okay? There's no escape route. He thought he was slick. He thought he had a masterful plan. And he came to realize, that plan is not in existence. Okay? That, my friend, is the trap. Which every single person out here will sit there and swear top and bottom, this is the escape out of poverty. And yet, none of these people that started from the bottom got to the seats of the people that's running this thing, because it's non-existence. There's a glass ceiling in this land, in this world, that you only could go so far. And those that went far enough, which because this whole video, technically, the back and forth between different generations and how one generation would, we work hard, and we see all the videos, the AI tropes of, yeah, you guys are not working hard enough, and this, that, to the third, because it's ironic. It's just all ironic. It's just a play of, it's a game. The Lord is playing games with these people. Welcome to being an Israelite. Jacob's trouble is the world's trouble. Now everybody's getting a taste of the disparity that we had to eat. I'm gonna let it play a little bit more.
Can never escape the system that they've built for us. There's no end to it. It goes on forever until you die.
He sounds beaten and defeated. And that's exactly what he is. He's defeated. He's defeated. Come to that realization. A lot of people out here is going to realize this. And when they realize this, all the hard work, all the things that they told you to do in order to get to a level, it didn't mean shit. None of it meant shit. I just did the show on the black women losing more jobs than anything. That the whole industry is changing, and they're the first casualties. And what was their belief in? Their belief was on the education, the food system that they was a part of. All right, all these things was the belief that they were in. But look where it got everybody. It got people nowhere. All right.
This system where we're constantly paying a tithe to the government in hopes that they will do the right thing at some point ever.
Then you've got this Gen X guy who cashed everything out to buy land in Tennessee thinking he'd escape the system. But even then, it's permits and property taxes forever. So there's truly no finish line.
This is America.
I like that. That's the Lord one. I'll entitle that. There's truly no finish line. They just got you. Hamster in the wheel, however you want to call it, whatever cliches you want to call it. That is the majority of everybody today. There's no finish line. You had the older generation that was able to retire, and that's it. My generation of people, ain't no retirement. This whole system is going to collapse. What I was watching Apostle Tar's video earlier today. He was going in about the finances and everything like that. He clearly said, this is how revolutions are born. When you have the majority of people realizing they're being duped. I forgot the name of it was a scholar or something like that. He said they realized that 80% of the land is ran by 20% of the people, or the 20%er. In other words, the people that run shit. You don't own nothing. You never own nothing. This is the trick. So when Carl Schwab said what he said, he's telling you ahead of time. You never own anything, not even yourselves. Let me see if I can find one more. Oh, here comes the B Dub. See what intelligent shit she's gonna say.
Working until you retire at 62 or 65, it's a scam. It's a scam. Don't do it. I know a lot of people who did that. They worked until they were 62, 65. They retired, and you know what happened after that? They died. They're dead.
Because that's actual. Why? Studies showed that since they had to slow down, they had nothing else going for them. All they did was work the majority of their life. And they had no purpose. They had no purpose. See, the problem with modern day Babylon under the rulership of Esau Edom, unemployment in the kingdom of heaven, the nation is going to be fully employed. There's always something to do. But listen to what she says.
So you're only going to have, maybe once you reach that age, another 10, 20 years or so to enjoy that. Try to do as much as you can to enjoy now. Go work for a company, learn a skill, polish your skill. If that company doesn't pay you more money.
And still the trap, the bubble. This is all part of the indoctrination of that was called the school system, which is the Rockefeller educational system, to keep you in the bubble. You still need them in order to get out of it. And people are gonna realize that this place has been created as a trap. All right, that's all it's been.
For that skill, go to another company. And while you're doing that, invest in real estate, invest in the stock market so that you can increase your money and enjoy your life. Get your money young, get it quick, get in, get out, and have fun with the rest of your life.
And that's a horrible advice. Why? Why is that horrible advice? Because the people that get the money quick and in, they splurge it, they do stupid shit with it. You are trapped. We all have been in a trap. We all got caught up into this shit. There's no way out. The only way to get out of this is through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the destruction of America. The Lord is going to destroy the will that grinds and crushes the people. This is why the scripture says, and she kind of blew, she messed it up, but it is what it is. There's more to this video. Check that video out as much as you can. This is why the scripture says this. Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And the people are in mourning. Whether people out there believe it or not, you are in mourning. You're in a state of mourning. You're in a state of grief because there's no answers. You live worthless lives, lives that did not matter at all. Your life work is nothing. All right? Your impact has been nothing because you could never finish that. You could never finish what they put ahead of you. The goalposts kept on moving. And then you want to believe there's an escape route, they got you trapped. I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm not. Because like I started with the show, all these curses that fell upon us is now on the rest of these people. So with that being said, shalom to the elected nation. Shalom.